Hi, I'm Evie Kimsing, editor of identityweek.net. We're here in Singapore. I'm joined now by Kulsharest Jain, who's Senior Solutions Architect for Mercedes Benz. It's really great to speak to you today on the ID innovations in the automotive sector. How has this industry embraced identity and access management?
So as you can see that there is a lot of changes which has happened in the digital world, and the manufacturing industry is also which get impacted. So now when we talk about the manufacturing sector specifically, so we are now have a more connected cars, connected vehicles, as well as more automation at the shop floor, which is essential now for us to protect the data. And for that, the identity and access management is one of the key bases where we can protect our data, and only the authorized users can take the action.
Lots of organisations face mass breaches of data. How do we protect the corporate identity from these breaches?
So this was also the interesting discussion which we were doing in the IAM innovation panel, how to protect the data, because this is something very important, and especially when you have a lot of customers onboarded. So some of the ways which we are protecting are mostly using the multi-factor authentication, which is reducing the risk of some unauthorized user to get an access to our environment. The other way is like you can also put the good identity and access management or the governance implemented within the organization, where you are checking every time, okay, are these accesses are provided correctly to the users or not. So it's now not only about the external threat. So yes, we also cover the internal threat, where the audit and the other audit and the reviews are helping us. So that's there. Then the last thing which I will say is which is helping is using or putting the technology behind. So without putting the technology, like we are doing a lot of data analysis, behavioral analysis, like who is accessing our data, and whenever there is a detection which found on various data points that there is something wrong is going on, then we will just stop the access there.
Brilliant. Explain your approach to identity governance and how it impacts organisations.
So it is a evolving sector, and which is evolving. Like if I'll say the traditional IAM was very much more into how to give an access to someone, but now we have moved to a place where we are not only talking about the human identity, but also to the non-human identity, and how we can work together and manage them. Give you an example, like the identity governance is one of the important thing, where you have to check regularly, do a reviews of the access. So initially these were manual processes, there was no automation, and people were like on the Excel sheets were checking. But with the speed, the technologies are getting advanced, number of accounts are getting increased, you need an automation. So what we are doing is, there are two things. One is the identity orchestration, which is how you can onboard numerous applications together on your platform very fast. And the second one is the automation in terms of the review. So earlier with the slow and manual, there are chances of the mistakes, but with the automation there are less chances, and we also provide the risk score to the access. So someone is reviewing the access, we can also provide, okay, this is the risk score, which you can see and make a decision. So a manager can make a decision with the supervisor, that with their subordinates, that still these access are relevant to him or not.
Technologies are massive in this space. Does multi-factor authentication support the growth of businesses?
Definitely, because in terms of it is helping us in reducing the risk. That is one of the key area, because with the single factor authentication is now no more secure. When we hear about the breaches and all, with the username and password is now it's easy to crack now. But with the multi-factor authentication, you are providing additional layer of a security, where even the hacker wants to try to authenticate to your organization, to access your organization data, he also needs to work harder to break the multi-factor barriers which we have put in place.
Fabulous. It's great to talk to you on this topic. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.